Rach, and you switch since you're gonna have to eat out.
Wait a minute.
Or yeah,
I'm just gonna be
not sleep, and then you're gonna have to do that. Okay. Now there's water right here when you back up, so just make sure.
Yeah, you girls stand in front of the chair. Not much of You're all right.
Okay, will you be able to get us, all of us, without getting outside of the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this straight? Got it?
Yeah, straight.
Okay, straight enough. Live from Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, Dominic Review Productions brings you classic entertainment in a modern world and in a vintage manner, with the cast that's keeping the golden age of radio alive, a day in the life of Hollywood 1930s, with the voices of Dominic Breckenridge as Betty Gray, Jasmine Lofton as Rachel Ellis Hagen, Tony Ballard as Mason Davis, and Tamara Solomon as Pike Anderson. As the sun wakes up, the city that never sleeps, that was not me. Rachel lies on the floor, exhausted from an all-night rehearsal run-through with Betty Gray, and Pike sits at the desk, slumped over a typewriter in their New York hotel room.
If I move my legs, I might be able to stand up. I move my arms, I might be able to move my legs to stand up.
And if you move your body, you might be able to get up. Come on, Rachel, I can't get my key out of my purse.
Betty, I thought you were still asleep.
Help me out, will you, Rachel?
Where did you get all these boxes and bags? Did you hold up a Macy's department store window again?
Ha ha! No, I've been up for hours. I've been to the AM call for rehearsal, lunch downtown, 4 hat shops, the salon, the bookshop, and yes, I happen to shop into Macy's.
Whoa. You stopped at the bookshop? Who was there? A Broadway producer or some Hollywood director here on vacation?
Your faith in my enthusiasm to read puts tears in my eyes, Rachel.
Don't waste your tears on me. I'm no agent.
You're no comedian either.
For you to be up for hours, you must have gotten little to no sleep. You were up for hours rehearsing. But between me trying to run lines and numbers with you and Pike trying to write a catchy story, we're all done in.
Didn't you guys get the pot of coffee I left on the stove?
No? What do you know about...
Rachel, get up from the floor. What's the matter with you?
I'm beginning to think we didn't knock out from the exhaustion. We passed out from the coffee fumes.
Coffee fumes, it's not that strong.
Betty, do you smell that?
No, I don't smell anything.
Proves my case. I just turned on the gas full blast.
Whoops! Put out the fire!
Thanks, Betty. This was a new blouse, too.
Hey, what's the commotion?
Don't you start that.
I don't know what's gotten over me. My fatigue is fickle. First the typewriter desk, now on the kitchen floor.
Top tea gets caffeine.
I don't get you, Rachel.
But the coffee will.
Oh, you're joshing. A cup of coffee couldn't do that. Besides, I'm so tired a rocket couldn't send me anywhere.
Oh, no? Take a sip of this.
Don't stop me now. I'm going for the 400-meter dash.
Watch out, Jesse Owens! You're headed for the... Davenport.
Wow, what was in that coffee?
Betty's fist, when she makes coffee, it packs a punch.
That would work wonderful on a fella I know.
Hey, anybody home?
Just the one I was thinking of.
Come on in, Mason.
Hey, ladies, I saw the door was left open, and I thought I'd just swing in. But from the looks of things, it looks like someone or something has already beat me to it. Betty, I know this is a hotel room, but you should really look into doing some house cleaning.
How right you are, Mason. How about I start now?
Betty! Put me down! What are you doing? What are you doing?
House cleaning. Out, Mason, out.
All right, Betty. All right, I just wanted to come over and run over that act I came up with last night. I think that it would run well with your part in the show.
I think she just went over in the ran over part. The heel tracks on your back go beautifully with the lines on your suit.
Well, business always comes first, Mason. I'm afraid in this case it shall have to come along to the museum. I have a late night rehearsal tonight, newsflash for the broadcast, and after today, I'm afraid that I won't have much time to see any of New York independently.
Socially?
That's another story.
Gotcha. Well, off to the museum we go. Rachel, are you coming along?
Why not? If anything, it'll work off some of this restlessness.
How about you? Where's Pike? Pike! How'd you get up there on the ceiling fan?
I ran all the way. Flip the switch. Watch this.
What the switch? What's gotten into her?
Ben's coffee. Step into the kitchen.
Oh, Lord.
Great. Another yellow fever victim.
Woo! Betty, you turned on the switch?
Sure did. Maybe it'll wear off some of that metabolism. Come, Rachel. Mason will get Pike down when he comes to.
Okay. Gee, Betty, isn't this exciting?
Yes, it's all so inspiring. Rachel, put your eyes back in and close up that grin. I can see all 32 of your teeth. The space between your top lip and your bottom makes the universe look like a step away.
I can't help it, Betty. It's so...
I know. It's better than...
Sneaking into the Tyrone Powers dressing room.
Don't push it, Rachel.
Yeah. Where should we start, Betty?
Let's see the map. How about we start with the paintings first? Oh, Rachel, look! That's the Abbey Aldrich Rockefeller Sculpture Garden.
I didn't know the Aldrich family had a garden here. Henry! Aldrich!
Oh, me. Really? Rachel, never mind. Let's just head for the artwork.
Wow, look at that one, Betty. Isn't that...
Unusual. It's got not quite, but quality.
Yeah, I had an aunt that looked the same way. Now look at this one. It's got with a whole lot of, and a touch of...
Yeah, I know a fellow looked the same way.
Oh?
To do.
Did you?
Cash it in.
Has he?
A brother?
Can you?
Roger that. Captain Championship. Hey, it says here that there's a film library here. Let's head to that. Hey, what's the commotion? Where's everyone running to?
Or away from. Look who's flipping down the runway.
I'm sorry. With all these physical activities we've done on the show today, is it some type of Olympic season going on that I should know? Yay, Gaz! It's Anderson!
Excuse me, everyone. Excuse me. I have an announcement to make. Everyone, give me room. I'll need some space in this place to do my triple round runoff, double handspring, backflip, flip over, flip flop, jump off.
Quick, Betty. We gotta grab her before she flips off the handle.
It's a little late for that, but we can try to catch her before she flips. I'm not always too good at these things. Besides, I just got my nails and my hair done. I can't go trying to catch a flipping person, touching people to get out of the way, switching my makeup from the speed of the chase. The best I can do is hook her by my heels and snatch her off the stage. Yeah, I saw Lady Myrtle do it a while back on amateur night during a Dennis Hagen open act. Something about break a leg. She yanked it and he did.
We don't want to put Pike in hospital. You see how long it took to get Mason out of the insane asylum.
Yeah, almost shipped him to Bedlam, they did. Poor dearie.
I'm sorry. Did we switch over to the Sweeney Todd script? I forgot to show up for that person.
My mistake.
So it is you, Benjamin Parker. Ready? Cut the dramatics. You've already got the part.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now back to Anderson.
Hey, there's Mason headed this way. Maybe he can help. Mason, have you seen what's happening?
Yes. I think it's terrible. The price of low-fat, half-calorie nutritional ice cream in this town, it's unreasonable.
The talk of the ice cream on this program should really consider opening a parlor. But once, Mason, stick to the here and the now.
I am here, and I want some ice cream now.
Mason, it's Anderson. She's tumbled down the museum like she's the main attraction for the cactus in the desert.
This is where she went.
What do you mean?
Okay, after I came up from the coffee fumes, I looked and I saw the ceiling fan was still spinning on the floor. Don't even ask. I figured Pike must have been with you guys until I saw a whole pot of coffee that was on the stove earlier was missing along with the sugar.
What? You mean she didn't bring along a coffee mug?
I guess she decided to take it straight.
From the pot. Yep. And to make things more suspicious, when I walked out of the door, I noticed it was missing.
What was missing?
The door. It was ripped right off the hinges. I found it about 2 floors down in the middle of the stairwell.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. And when I walked into the lobby, I saw the bellboys sweeping up broken glass.
There goes the coffee pot.
And then the concierge said something about a short streak of light whipped through the door and out into the street.
2 guesses. Was it Topper?
Or Cary Grant and Constant Bennett. All right, gang. Let's roll up our sleeves and shake out our knees, because we're going to need a whole lot of whip to get cracking.
We could always call Johnny Weissmuller.
Thanks, Johnny.
Problem solved.
Cash it in. Championship.
Oh, yeah. He did win that title in 1924 Summer Olympics, didn't he?
Out. Mason out.
Don't go too far, for the star of our newsflash will be with you soon for some news. Make no mistake, she's never late. As a matter of fact, she's here. It's Betty Gray.
There's nothing more I can add, so without further ado, to fully get the flavor of Harlem during the Jazz Age, one must set their minds into a city beginning to reinvent itself after the First World War. New things were happening, the world was changing, and the times were becoming a blur of jazz, booze, art, poetry, intervention, and the fast pace of living life like there's no tomorrow. Harlem set up shop as one of those fascinating places anyone who is anyone came to, and the title, as Hendrik de Louis names it, Simple Cities of the Western World. Each club breathing its own life into their walls. Why, there's Broadway's Jones Supper Club at 65th West, 129th Street, which followed the opening of the new Cecil Blake Revue, Bamville, thus becoming the club's new name. Turn your glare to see the Baron Wilkins Exclusive Club, who already ran an established enterprise, the Little Savory, in Middletown, Tenderloin District, West 35th Street. Look for the spot to take your breakfast after an all-night jamboree. Step into the early morning eatery, the Clam House, at 131 West 133rd Street. On the corner of 131st Street and 7th Avenue, there's Connie's Inn. While scattered all about you, you'll find Ed Small Paradise and, quote, according to the Cotton Club by Jim Haskins, the Nets Club, the Pods and Jerry's, the Silver Dollar Cafe, and the Breakfast Club, and Connor's, and the Hollywood Cabaret. Born Loretta Mary Alkin in Brevard, North Carolina, Moms Mabley was an American comedian. Her comic character and trademark, the cantankerous old woman creating while she was young, wearing a funny hat, big toothless grin, and edgy gags laced in folk wisdom. Performing across the nations, including Carnegie Hall, the Apollo Theater, the Cotton Club, Mabley was billed as the funniest woman in the world.
You know, my mom's always glad to see her friends, especially girls I went to school with and boys. But you know, I don't understand middle-aged people nowadays. I don't understand them. I don't know. No sooner than I got here last Friday, I was in a hurry trying to make rehearsal and everything. And there stood right up beside the stage door, stood a friend of mine. Honest to goodness, I'm older than she is, and she looked like my mother. There she stood a hell over her head, all big and fat, waiting on me. And just a grinning, standing up there grinning. Didn't have but one tooth, and it was right in front. I think you're working at the baker shop snapping holes in donuts down there.
If there were enough hours in a day, I would stay to entertain you longer. I'll take that up with management. For those who didn't know what was going on, prop gave out. Okay.
Hey, is anybody home?
Oh, sorry. I missed where I was. Okay. Okay.
Don't go too far, for the star of our news flash will be with you. Wow, I want to get this right.
Okay.
The voices heard on tonight's show were provided by Jasmine Lofton as Rachel Ella Pagan, Tamara Solomon as Pike Anderson. Wow, I messed up on that one. Sorry. I'm going to have to, yeah.
Yours truly,
Totally,
Tony Dollar.
yeah, sorry. Okay.